Welcome guys to another video where today we're back in the International GT Challenge. It's nice to be back after last video. Last video, if you haven't checked it out, basically I tried Dirt Rally 2.0, did a video on it, maybe went well, so make sure to check it out. But we're back again, so we're trying to get back into the rhythm here, and it was pretty bad start, but it got a little bit better during the race, so I don't want to spoil it too much. Yeah, kind of jump the start and then you'll see what happens after that, not too long after it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and let's get straight. And so here we are in 4th place. Now we're actually going to get a pretty bad start because we're going to jump it just slightly. I was trying to change like the traction control and then we couldn't start for a while, and that's actually going to back us up all the way to last place, not even before the first corner, so kind of a gut punch there. But we're actually going to get not a good turn one here, a big check up there. Try to brake to avoid that, but still a collision. I don't think either of us got damaged, but now we're just chilling. Now we had to kind of gain as much time as possible here. As you see, now we're gonna get past Purple Legend here. I can't believe it doesn't tell you like the PSNs. That's kind of sad, but we're gonna get past him pretty quickly here, and then I think Spurs fan, we're gonna get past him. I think quite a few, and then a check up here. I think Subi in the blue and red car, he's actually going to go a little wide there, and then Spurs fans, he's going to check up. Kind of a slower pack back here, so it was kind of a big vary. There's a lot of fast drivers and then you got a lot of slow drivers. You see here that we make a little bit. I'll actually rewind that. But you see the person, Subi, right in front of us, he's actually running a livery ran, I think, like 2 years ago, and be like a endurance league that we used to do. And you see here, we make the move here. You know, it's not reportable, I don't think. I wasn't reported for it. I think we maybe had the line there. I don't know, up to you guys. But we're gonna kind of look for a move here and chill here. He's actually gonna run a little wide. We're just gonna go to the bottom, and we go into 7th place here, right behind Niati, who we've had battles in the past before, so he's not a slow driver at all. He's actually pretty quick, but there's a huge there's a lot, like the skill gap between 1st and 2nd place is huge, absolutely huge. And I think we're actually gonna get past Niati. We're going to take a little bit of a different line here, and I think we're actually going to go just to the inside of him, both Ferraris, and I think we get the better line. So we're now up into 6th place by lap 2. We're actually catching up to the top 5 right now, quite a bit actually, because they've been battling for the last couple laps, and then we get on the curb a little bit, and then we just, yeah, I mean, it sucks, and I think this is actually going to take us back to 10th place, maybe even 11th, but I think Subi, just about we're gonna get in front of him. But yeah, just now we have to regain the positions back, which absolutely stinks and really kind of cost us in the race. Here we are a lap later, almost exactly a lap later. We're actually behind Purple Legend here, and I think we're gonna try to look to the inside here. I think it is gonna work. He goes a little deep and has to run a wide line. I think he almost goes in the grass there. And then I think Niatu right in front of us, he also runs a little wide. That's going to cost him a little bit here. I think we might get him here. Yeah, he's going to brake a little early, trying to take it. I mean, this is a really fast corner, so you kind of have to be quite conservative with your speed here. He's actually going to go speed, and he's going to save it there. I'm going to rewind that. That was actually a pretty good save here. Hopefully we get it. Yep, here we go. So you see here, I think he's going to touch a little bit of that grass, yeah, and he spins a little bit. I don't think we made contact with him, even within that code. So, you know, I thought I touched him, but it turns out I think he just got a little bit too much on the grass. Here we are a lap later, once again in the same sector of track. I mean, this track, it doesn't produce too much good racing, but I think this hairpin right here actually is probably the only reason why this race is kind of competitive. Here you're going to see that Spurs fan tries to go for a little bit of switchback, cuts the curb a little bit too much, and then just loses a ton of grip. But we're back in 7th place, almost 6th place. Now here's 4th place here, the large raid. I'm not entirely sure like what their PSN is. And you can see here he actually makes a mistake. This kink right here is pretty catastrophic. I think he is able to get out of the way of other people. Here comes us. We actually just about miss him there. Should have maybe slowed down a little bit more, but we make it into 6th place. I think he just, that right kink, you kind of have to go fast around it. You don't want to lose too much speed, but you also don't want to go too fast where you go. There's not a lot of runoff. We're actually catching up quite a bit to Chosen, aka Sega here. And the problem was, AK Sega was kind of holding up both of us up, not respectfully. And we actually get past Chills here, and I think prior to this, we've actually been behind this pack for a while now, and this, it wasn't going to be easy to pass OP Sega. Now, just a little bit of clarification. OP Sega, he's on the medium tire, we're on the soft tire, so technically we should be faster than him, and it should not be a problem trying to pass him here. But look at the straight line of the BMW. It doesn't help to go on the grass too, but we actually get the fastest lap. Woohoo! So that's kind of cool. But the straight line of that thing was pretty big, but yeah, we would actually be stuck behind him until, I'll skip to the part where we actually pass him. It's easy here. He actually, I think he forgets that, yeah, this always strikes out people. He actually hits a pit lane. But further behind, we actually have me and OP Sega. This is lap 9 now, coming on to lap 10, so it's already been 2 laps here. And OP Sega, he's doing a wonderful job of just holding us back a little bit, and we're actually catching up to Mieku. And you're going to see here that he goes a little deep. That's going to cause us to catch up to him quite a bit. We're on his back bumper here. I'm trying to use a little bit of this run. We're right on his corner panel, but I don't think it's going to be enough here. So we're just trying to find a way past him, but really it takes a lot of brain power, a lot just skill to get past him. And later in the race, you're actually going to see we catch up to Mieku quite a bit here. I think he might have been on the soft tire, and he was absolutely struggling. You see, he misses the apex by 2 miles there. We actually get Opise, he goes kind of around the outside. We go around the outside, but he was struggling. I was starting to struggle too, and I was like, I need to pit pretty soon here. But we're going to try to pass Opise before that. We're right on his back bumper, so he's struggling a little bit too, and he actually takes the inside line here. No, I think he actually, no, he's right alongside us here. And I think we might get done here, but that BMW, it's quick down the straight here. Mieku actually comes to the pits, and he cuts across us a little bit. But we're just about going to get past him, and he still maintains. And the same lap here, we actually struggled so much. We lost quite a couple of seconds almost to the car in front. Now, luckily, Yeezy kind of reminded us all that you couldn't really go full throttle into the pit lane. You actually have to put a little bit of effort, unlike some other tracks. So we're actually going to come into pits. We're on the soft tire. We're going to be going onto the medium tire, and then planning to go on the soft tire once again. So I think we took full tank of fuel here, and we're actually going to rejoin not too far in front of everyone here. We're actually going to lose quite a few positions here. We're just going to come, I think, right in front of Mieku. So we undercut him at least, so that's nice. He's actually going to be, he's really coming in, and I think he's actually Akasega's teammate here. We don't have a teammate, so, you know, it's kind of nice to get in front of at least one driver, but we're going to be rejoining into Mieku. Now, we're at the same lap here. We're on a little bit colder tires. We just came out of the pits, and he's actually going to make, I'm going to be honest, a pretty good move around the outside. I let it go pretty easily because you never want to be, I don't really want to be taking people out. And he's almost took him out there. That was very dicey there, but he's going to pull it around the outside. That move was pretty good. Pretty slick from Mieku, but we're going to just about take him out there. Pretty interesting. I'll rewind it. It wasn't on purpose to take him out. I was like, oh shoot, because I don't think I have any penalty points in the league. But you see here, just about made contact. I made sure not to really dive into him there, but we're going to lose the position out. After we're actually going to be passing at both the Large Brain and I think Spurs Fan here, so that's going to give us 2 positions here. Right now, we're still on the back bumper of Mieku. So Mieku gets a little bit of a bad run off and we give him a little bit of bump and run there. Nah, I'm going to say sorry for that. That was kind of a bump and run. But we're actually able to make it past him before the hairpin. I don't think he tries to make a move, just a little bit. Usually, I think you just want to lift off for that corner, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, a little bit of surprise. That always surprised me, people braking in that kind of left corner, but I think the Ferrari handles a lot better than some other cars. So here we are on lap 15. Now we're actually going to make it past Opisega here. He comes in the pits on the medium tire going onto the soft tire, and I think he makes it past Mieku and the large brain here. Now the thing is, he actually gets a 3-second time penalty, probably because he didn't brake. That catches so many people out. The last time we were actually at Autopolis, that caught me out. So you just, you know, you have to remember that you actually have to brake for this pit lane, which is super weird. But yeah, he's going to be rejoining into 7th plus a 3-second time penalty. That's going to benefit us a little bit there, as he might not be a factor. Hint, hint. Maybe later on. Is going to come in the pits. I think he comes in on the soft tire. He's going to be going on the medium tire. And I think he's going to lose out the position to quite a few drivers here. Yeah, just about. And I think he's going to most likely be rejoining up into, I think, right behind Opisega. Yep, so 7th place for Chills there. But now we have Yeezy, who I think still has to pit. And then Johnson, who's been dominating. Just a little bit of a, spoiler, yeah, he doesn't. I think he maintained 1st place for the whole race. So yeah, we're going to be in third. We are quite a few laps later. We're actually going to be under third from Opisega here. He's not going to, he's actually, we're kind of on the roll swapped here. I'm on the medium tire now, and then he's on the soft tire. And he's going to make it quite easily past us here. Yeezy's going to come into the pits here, and that straight line speed, I think he might have made a little bit of contact with us. But the BMW's straight line speed, absolutely crazy, and he just easily makes us pass. Really, nothing we can do. The Ferrari, I don't know, the Ferrari kind of was understeering this race. A lot, this track is very technical, and the BMW, I think, just fits this track perfectly. But yeah, Yeezy's going to come just about, almost makes contact with Mieku coming out of the pits. That's a kind of a sketchy pit lane. But yeah, he's going to be coming in the front. And then I knew that Opisega, he was probably, I mean, I think Yeezy was our main kind of opponent in this race. I knew that he was probably going to be a threat, so I wanted to cover him off. So now I think he's on the soft tire now, and he's just about running off the final corner. I didn't have to take as much fuel, luckily, because I took a full tank on last pit stop. So I think I think I might be actually able to make it to the end, but we're going to take 55%, I think. Through here, a little bit of math involved in this race, but we're gonna come out, I think, around 6 seconds behind Yeezy here. So now, really, I knew Opisega was probably not going to be a threat. I mean, he probably had to make a pit stop. I didn't know that. You can't really check tires mid-race. So yeah, we know that Yeezy was probably going to be our #1 opponent. On lap 27 here, Opisega, he's going to come into the pits. And we actually caught up a little bit to Yeezy here. We do personal best there. We're starting to improve here. Yeah, we're just trying to catch up to Yeezy now. So now I know that Opisega, he's probably not going to become a threat here. I think that's a lap car Niati in front, so he's just gonna, I think that's the only car I lapped in this race. So not a lot of lapping cars in this race, especially compared to Blue Moon. But yeah, we're gonna be rejoining in third, chasing down to the final lap. Now that gap between me and Yeezy has definitely decreased. Opisega, I think he made a mistake kind of early on into the stint, so he wasn't really a contender, but definitely deserved maybe a little bit of a high finish here. But as you're gonna go through this lap time or lap, you're gonna see that the gap between me and Yeezy actually decreases to a second across the line, and I was really pushing. These soft tires were really, I like the soft tires, they're actually pretty fast, but I always do soft to medium soft. So the start of the race I have soft tires, and then the end of the race I have soft tires. But you can just see the Yeezy and the Porsche. Johnson is actually going to dominate this race. I think he might have led almost every single lap, except for maybe the first couple laps. But I think Yeezy's going to make a mistake. But yeah, I think we timed, fuel was pretty good. But I mean, really, we crashed, well, we jumped the start. Then we crashed on lap 2. So not an ideal start, and I think if we didn't do that, I think we probably could have got maybe contended for at least second. I think we might have gotten second pretty easily. But I mean, I think I made it quite hard for myself. But you can see here, I think we had the most confidence in this third sector apart from Johnson. And Yeah, you can see that gap just decreases quite a bit. I think he's on the soft tire as well. His front left is nowhere. So really no front left for him. We barely have some front left, but we still have a little bit of white there. Johnson's going to win the race here at Autopolis, and we're going to come off the final corner here. Maybe if we had one more lap or a couple more laps, we could have gotten easy, but we're going to finish in second or third. Pretty good finish. I mean, pretty good finish for an absolute catastrophic start. Opie Sega, he's going to finish in fourth. Chills is going to, I think, finish in fifth. Nyaku's going to finish in sixth, I think. The Large Brain, he's going to finish in seventh here. Purple Legend, he's going to finish in eighth. Nyati goes in the ninth, and then Subi 10th, and then I think Spurs fan sadly disconnected out of the race. But yeah, like, see, look at that gap between, and then Johnson's already like past the hairpin. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. That was a pretty good race, kind of stressful. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys, I think, this weekend, hopefully. So see you guys next time. Goodbye.